Well, everybody, it's the next day. I caught up with my congressman, um, Frank Lobiondo, and I was able to get him aside for between 4 and 5 minutes uh, before he um, exited. Didn't exit, he just moved on to other people. And my friend Mark was there, and he got it on tape, and hopefully, I don't know if there's so much background noise, I don't know if he will have to look at it. I haven't seen it yet, and he can take it from his phone, and his wife's going to put it on the tube and then send it to me, and hopefully in a couple of days that might be up. But I did get to talk to him, and he denied a great deal. He said he signed the pledge, the Grover Norquist thing, in I think he said 94. His office said 98. So I don't know. He says he doesn't feel like he's bound by it. And when I tried to pin him down on Sheldon Adelson and the Koch brothers, he threw George Soros in my face, and as though he just made the assumption I was a Democrat, and I told him you can't make any assumptions, um, and that I'm no fan of George Soros because he's the one with Carlos Slims that when silver hit $50, they manipulated the market to where it went down to 27. But it's not what I'm here for. I want to show you a few things I picked up at the flea market today, and you can tell me what you think of them. We'll start out with just an overview. Now, these are some things that I've been picking up since I saw you last. Uh, I got some Morgans. I got 15 of the antelopes I told you yesterday. Uh, this was a 50, as you see, a 50 franc uh, French silver piece. I got a couple just U.S. Generic silver. Um, this one's from the Republic of Panama. Oh, no. I should have taken these out. That they're not really what I wanted to show you. And then I had a mess of dimes. I just left these out in bags, but I put hundreds of dimes away. And these are a couple of, of $20 pieces from Liberia. They're only 0.6423 of an ounce of silver, but they're Liberian, and Liberia was after the war, the Civil War. A lot of Africans were given the choice to return to Africa, a lot of slaves, and they set up and started the country of Liberia. And they still speak English over there. And they celebrate a lot of different Americans. So I picked up a couple of those. But what I really want to show you is this great art set of coins, and I'll show you each one of them. There's 13 of them. He had 16, but I didn't want the other three. And I think all but one of these are from parks that I have been to, so that's the reason I got most of them. But I'll show them individually because they're such great coins. They're a little over an ounce, and I think you might be able to see it where it says. Hmm, you're never going to read that. Let me see if I can get this thing set up in such a fashion. Nah, with great planning, huh? The usual. Where I can show the edge, and I'll tell you what the edge says. On each of these, it says Medallic Art Company, New York, 0.999 plus pure silver. And I don't know if any of that, if you can make any of that out. Let me see. Where the hell is it? It's right there. There it is. But anyway, that's not the important thing. Here's the important thing: is the thickness, and the rise. These won't fit in any of those round containers. Now this first one is from the Olympic National Park, and it has the date when the parks were set aside. And this one was set aside, you can see, in 1988. Really nice coin. I'm saying the thickness of these coins is what's so amazing. Here's the reverse. Now this was a series that was put out to celebrate 100 years of national parks, and each animal or each representation uh, has related to the park that the coin is from. So that's the first one. Okay. Now this one, uh, holy crap! How can I be so lame? Oh, this is just a commemorative coin saying the park's 200, 200, hopefully for another 100 years. Parks, man and his environment, a second century. And this is Old Faithful, and Yellowstone was the first national park, so I guess that's why that's on there. The next one we'll just read them because I can read them just as well by looking at this thing. Mount McKinley, apparently that was set aside in 1917. Just beautiful work. Mount Rainier. Now everybody's I'm sure knows McKinley's in Alaska. Um, Mount Rainier is in Washington State, and I can't believe that was set aside in 1899. Good for us. And here's a hiker on Mount Rainier, and hopefully it's not about to blow up like St. Helens did, but they're predicting it is. And here we have uh, Crater Lake, which is in the southwestern part of Oregon. 1902 was set aside. I was there in the 60s, 62, and I think I was there again in like 67 or 8. Got that nice silver sound. Oh, I got the wrong side of this. This is the Virgin Islands, 1956. But you can see the depth of the coin. It's unbelievable. They won't fit in any of the rounds. Glacier National Park. I've been there a number of times. First time was 1961. A little bit of tuning here. Let's see. There, that's better. Bryce Canyon. This is in southern Utah. One of the most beautiful places you'll ever see. Those are just like giant gobs of very hard mud, but beautiful. All, I mean, different oranges and yellows. Just incredible, incredible color. And here's Canyonlands, and this is part, I think, of Arches National Monument, 1964, that was set aside. Huh, I'm amazed at how many of these places I had been before they were. This is, of course, going down to Colorado. Before they were actually national parks, they must have been pure land management before that. And here's Petrified Forest, and that's in northeastern Arizona. I mean, just tremendous. I mean, you've never seen so much petrified wood in such big pieces. I guess this is a coyote. Yep, starting to run out of them. This is the Northern Cascades. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Didn't see any of them when I was there. Huh. Big Ben. That's in Southern California. Those are Joshua trees. And this is a peccary. This is a type of wild pig. Not like the ones that are ravaging the south, working their way up north here. We even have them in Jersey now. And here's Haleakala. That's the largest crater in the world, 31 miles across. This is in Hawaii, on the island of Maui. And this, I don't everybody figure why I like this one. This is a silver sword, and they bloom once every 100 years. And they're a fairly rare plant, and they grow like only above 8,500 feet, and only on the island of Maui. And it's against the law to pick them or to take any of the young. And people have stolen them and tried to keep them in the refrigerator so they could sell them, and got busted. And you go right to jail for this. It's a rare plant, and as I said, it only blooms once every 100 years. So there we have it. We'll do a quick flyover. And these are .99. I just looked up. They don't have any of these on their site because these were all made in before either at on 1972 or before. And the ones that they are making now, they're selling for around $59, and I paid 36.50, I think, for these a piece. And they're a little over an ounce. They're like 1.1 ounces because there's 13 of them, and there's 14, a little over 14 ounces altogether. So, not knowing, I have no idea what silver's going to be doing, but I know all you silver hounds, and please comment and let me know what you think of these. I think they're remarkable just because of the depth of field on these coins. Unbelievable how far out these things stick. When you compare to these coins that all fit very nicely in one of these airtights. These are Tom didn't even begin to have an airtight that these would fit in. But I thought, well, these will make real nice Christmas presents. And then I can, of course, get to tell the story of what I was doing when I was at these parks. So I want to thank you very much, and I hope to have that video up with the Congressman. And please comment and let me know what you think of these coins.